What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Just Janai, and I am Janai. And today I'm going to be doing a quick H. pylori update / life update video for you guys. It's been like a year since I posted. It's been like 3 years since I gave my H. pylori testimony, and y'all can go ahead and if you haven't seen that, you can go ahead and go through my videos. It's one of my first videos that I posted up there. So this year, 2023, I kind of recently discovered that like I can kind of really eat whatever I want to eat. So last year, 2022, around July, I was craving fruit really bad. And if y'all watched my previous videos, you'll know that I wasn't able to eat fruit during and after having H. pylori. For 7 years, I was really just eating vegetables and carbs. That was really my diet, vegetables and carbs. I got my proteins from vegetables and beans and carbs. So yeah, so this year I kind of really been dabbling in more foods that I done missed out on. So in July 2022 is when I discovered I can eat fruit. I started playing with I started off with watermelon. And I kind of stayed within the melon family. So I was eating a lot of watermelon, cantaloupes, and honeydew around that time. And then once I saw that didn't bring me any pain like it used to, I kind of branched off to like strawberries, peaches. I can eat plums now. I can even eat pineapples now. Now some fruit I haven't tried kiwis. And I can't eat oranges, lemons, limes. But one fruit I know I can't eat is cherries. Cherries do bring a little pain to me, so I just kind of stay away from cherries. I recently discovered that like last week. So I'm still like learning and still going through the process of healing 7 years later. But it is much, much easier, and I'm really excited for that because I kind of been going a little crazy, to be honest. And also around September of 2022, I discovered that I could eat fish. I had been craving fish really, really bad. So I was like, well, since I can eat fruit, let me see what I can do with fish. So I started eating fish, and I added that back to my diet, which is crazy because if you watch my previous videos, when I was vegetarian, I said I would probably never go back to eating meat, even if I could eat meat. And well, that's been a lie. That's turned out to be a huge lie, actually. And just this year, 2023, I was craving chicken, like really, really bad. And I didn't know why. My body just wanted it. And I was going six years without any meat, and I wasn't really craving anything. So for me to just start all of a sudden craving these things was kind of weird. And I just kind of paid attention to my body. So whatever my body really wanted, I didn't neglect it. I allowed myself to indulge in it. So as of now, I can eat chicken, fish, and fruit, which were all things that I just could not handle. My stomach could not handle during that time. So I'm really excited about that because like now I can eat more. I feel like my body needed it, which is why I was craving it so bad. So last year around this time, 2022, around the end of January, I found out I was pregnant. Unfortunately, I did have a miscarriage. I don't really know why I had a miscarriage. A part of me feels like my body wasn't able to, I guess, make a child and carry a child full term. I didn't have the nutrients that I needed or that I thought I had. But I'm not really sure if that's the reason why. I mean, it could be any reason. I'm not God. So, I mean, it is what it is. I've healed from it. I'm not sad about it anymore. I'm content with it. I understand things happen for a reason. But after the miscarriage is when, like, my body really started needing like more nutrients than just vegetables. So I think that played a huge role into why I started back eating meat. I didn't realize how much energy and how much nutrients your body needed in order to create a child. So even within me, the few months that I was pregnant, for me to have a miscarriage, I lost a lot of nutrients and my body was depleted. And I feel like that's why I was craving meat and fruit in a way that I never craved it before. But like I said, I'm not mad. I'm finally at the weight that I was before I had H. pylori. Well, kinda. So I was like 165, 170 before I had H. pylori. And then when I had H. pylori, I dropped weight majorly. So I dropped down to probably about like 120. 115 was probably the lowest that I had gotten to. And then after I had it, I started working out. It changed my entire diet, as y'all know. It made me go vegetarian. Then I started working out. I started meditating, doing little things like that. And I got my weight back up to about 130, 140-ish, just on the vegetarian diet, mainly veggies and carbs, because I wasn't eating fruit. My stomach couldn't handle fruit. So it was just veggies and carbs. And now, since I've added protein back, well, it's not like I wasn't eating protein, but I get way more protein now than I was, and I still work out. So right now I'm at about 160, 157, 160. So I'm almost at 165. However, I am way healthier than I was before I had H. pylori, so that was a positive that came out of this. I'm really a better person overall. My mind is different. I feel better. I look way better. So like, that's not really an issue. When I had it, I looked at it as a curse, but now, years later down the line, I really see it was a blessing in disguise. It really like changed my outlook on life. It changed how I took care of my body. It changed the things I was interested in. And overall, I'm happy that I had it. And I know that sounds weird, but I honestly feel like if I didn't have it and I didn't have to go through that process, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have the mindset that I do today. I wouldn't be as healthy as I am today. Yeah, all that good stuff. So like, I'm satisfied with how everything panned out. If I could change anything differently about my journey, I wouldn't be as hard-headed as I was. Like, I was trying things that I knew I should not be eating. And I think I kind of made things worse than what they needed to be. But it's just a lesson learned, really. I didn't realize that it would be a slow healing process. I was thinking once I got through with my antibiotic treatment and got done taking all the medicine that I could just go back to doing what I was doing before, and that was a complete lie. So I had to really learn the hard way. I had to really discipline myself. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy eating meat, but I do go days without meat. And then like sometimes I'll go like a week with no meat, or probably next I'll be doing like a month with no meat. But at least this time when I do it, I can eat fruits and vegetables instead of just vegetables, because only vegetables and carbs, it's kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. But I did what I had to do. Also, I no longer live in Huntsville and I'm not in school anymore. I didn't finish my degree in food science, and I'm not too mad about it. The school thing just kind of, I was back in school trying to finish my degree, and I really was trying. I had good grades and everything. I think I had all A's. I maybe had 1B. But while I was in school, I found out I was pregnant. And that kind of like probably was the most biggest shocker I've ever received in my life. I really didn't know how to handle that, to be honest. I mean, I do want to be a mom, but it was just at that time I really didn't know how to handle school being pregnant, trying to work, make sure my grades was good, make sure my bills was paid, X, Y, and Z. So that could have also been a reason as to why I had the miscarriage, because I was extremely stressed during that time, trying to figure everything out. So it was just one big major learning experience. And I dropped out of school because I started having complications. I was living in Huntsville. My OBGYN was in Birmingham. So my mom was like, you just need to, leave school and work along and just come back home so you can take care of your baby. Because right now that was the main thing was, making sure I was okay so that my baby would be okay. And it was like the day I withdrew from my classes, I did talk to my teachers. I told them what was going on. I told them why I was missing class so much, because during that time I did start missing class because I was sick in the mornings, couldn't get to class on time, and during that time, my mind just wasn't there. My grades were still good though, and I did communicate with my teachers to what was going on, because they knew it wasn't like me to miss class and not at least communicate what was going on. So I did tell them what was going on. They understood. So the day I dropped out of class, all my classes, I did feel a way about it because I really was trying to finish my degree. So I dropped out, and then literally the next day I miscarried. So it was just like a big slap in the face. Because I was like, well, if I was going to miscarry, I could have just stayed in school and finished school. But I probably didn't need to do that anyway, because I needed to deal with that mentally and emotionally. I've never lost anything close to me as far as family or friends goes. I never really lost a close friend. And I have lost family members, but not any that were immediate. So for my first close loss to be my child, I kind of needed that time to kind of go through the emotions and not make myself numb. Because had I stayed in school, more than likely that's what I would have done. I just would have made myself numb and not feel it. So it was hard during that time though. I just really didn't understand why. And I really felt like negative stuff or bad stuff always happened to me. Especially medical stuff. As a young child, I was a sickly child. I wasn't sickly like that, but I went to the hospital a lot. I went to doctors a lot. Then I caught H. Pylori, and that was a lot. And then it was now I'm miscarrying. So it was just it was really a what the fuck. And I questioned God. But I also had to have faith in God so I had to have faith that everything would be okay, and that, God's plan is the right plan, and that ultimately I had no control, and that was what it was. So with all that being said, to the people out there that's still struggling with H. Pylori, keep your head up. Things do get better. I know it might seem rough right now, but things do get better. I'm a living testimony of it. And as far as my channel goes, I will be posting more videos, but it won't be just vegetarian stuff. It probably will be dishes, different dishes that I've tried and do enjoy. But it's really gonna be mainly about me, which is what my channel is about anyway. Just Janai, and just doing what I like to do, to be honest. And with that being said, peace.